Excuse me while I drink my coffee. Then they're in the van and they're going to spread Merce because Merce is no longer in the purse. And Sutton's friend is there. And, he says that he's a bear. And Garcel asks what a bear is. I mean, this Erika Jayne, she just loves to queen out with the gays. She is giving us a lesson on, daddies and bears and otters. Erika is like in her glory that she gets to gay out. Garcel references. This is such not shade, but I did a podcast like ad swap way back, like 4 years ago with Garcel. Like she did an ad for me on her podcast. I did an ad for her on this podcast. All I'm saying is it was in Garcel's voice and she talks about how great her podcast was. And then I put it on my feed. I talked about how great my podcast was and I sent it to Garcel and she put it on her feed. We did an ad swap, me and Garcel Beauvais. Did you guys know this? From like 2020, maybe 2021. But my point is no shade. I didn't even know Garcel still had a podcast. So when Andy reveals that he is a power top on her podcast, was this anytime recent? And really, that's no shade. It's like none at all. She had one, so maybe this was in the past, or I mean, is she still doing podcast episodes? Because I truly, truly, that is not shade from the bottom of my heart. I just didn't know. Anyone shocked? To find out that Andy is a power top. I mean, he's talked about this before, but hey, shout out to Garcel's in bed with Garcel. Andy. Now all the boys around the world are lining up. I mean, whether Andy is a power top or a power bottom or a blouse, well, that's a new term I heard. I never heard about a feminine top called a blouse before. But I've heard of feminine tops. I just never heard of, this friend of Garcel's makes this joke that he's a blouse. I like it. Let's have that catch on. But whether Andy is a power top, power bottom, if daddy is asexual and will never have sex, if daddy says, we will never have sex, but I will have sex with everyone around the world, anyone I want, and you will be faithful to me. This is a complete, inequitable, unfair relationship. I could have sex with anyone I want, and you could have sex with no one. The line would be around the block for daddy and his $75 million. Let's just be honest. So I don't really think it matters whether daddy is a top or a bottom. Everybody wants to marry Andy because he has money. That's how it works. Are there any gays out there listening to this that are like, I truly would not marry Andy? Well, there are some, because then you'd have to actually go through with the life and stuff. But let's face it, there's a line out the door. People want the money, guys. Right? Isn't that I'm just telling you how the world works. What do you want from me? Erika Jayne, she says she wants someone with 100 million. Take Andy. He has 75. You guys would be perfect together. You can pat the puss and he'll have sex with you. Could watch Erika. Erika would love that. Her dream would be to sit there and just watch tons of gay sex, which we know Erika's probably done that in the real world. There you go. I'm making matches today. Erika and Andy. That is the perfect couple right there. And he loves her. Man, I am stuck in the weeds early on today in the show, and I have got myself sidetracked. But right, wouldn't Erika and Andy make a great, great couple? He could have sex with anyone he wants. She could watch. Girl, you'd have to watch the kids, but they have nannies. And Erika's would be perfect with a gay husband. Andy loves his freedom. He's a Gemini like me. This really, let me read. This really is like, wow. I don't know why I haven't thought of this sooner. Perfect match. And she'll get access to the money and she'll be very happy. Moving on. So Sutton, her divorce, we learned that, one day he just said, honey, you got to get first we have to stop you from working and then you have to get a lawyer because I'm divorcing you. And she was scared. Listen, I understand that. She hadn't worked and she grew up probably really sheltered, that Sutton, right? So it was scary for her, but look, she has the Sutton concept. She has sweatshirts that say jealous of what? I really want to go to Sutton's store and get one of these sweatshirts. I really do. Sarah Fraser thinks I'm crazy, but we've been to the store. It's right down the street. I kind of want some Sutton merch. I'd like to wear a jealous of what? But I guess I should get like a send it to Daryl sweatshirt then too. I say I want merch, but then I don't, right? But she has the Sutton concept. It's right in West Hollywood. She likes to go out to the gay bars afterwards. That's Sutton. She's a lot of fun. So she's look, she's making her own money now. She's done well for herself. 300,000 in alimony, girl. You'll be fine. I know you were scared to be on your own, but 300,000 a month can buy you a lot of staff that can help keep you on track, like Avi. Then Merce is no longer in the purse. We're sending Merce off. Merce blows back and gets into the girls' mouths. Very emotional moment for Sutton. So I like Sutton. I think she's a good housewife. I really do. She stands up for herself. She does what she has to do. I love when like these shows change and then you remember them before, but you're like, God, it's so long. Like it almost becomes fuzzy around the edges, like in Jersey. Love them or hate them, but can you really remember Jersey? I mean, we could, of course, but if you think about it, this era of the Maj, hi, Margaret. I know, girl, look, you're waking up in the new kitchen. You have the pigtails. Lexi made you the coffee. You're listening, girl. It's okay. I like you, Margaret. I mean, you might hate me, but I like you. You're a good kid. Can you imagine Jersey like before Maj, Dolores, Jen Aiden? Like, of course we could. We remember the days of Jacqueline Larita and Kathy Wakili, but like Jersey has been this regime of Maj and Dodo and that little Aiden girl forever, right? So like if you think about it, like, can we really remember Beverly Hills before like Sutton and Garcel? Like they're relatively new. It's not like decades, but like before the era of like Sutton and Garcel, they've been around forever. So it's just like a new era of Beverly Hills. I think both of these examples, I think changes are coming. I think there'll be less change. I think Jersey is more prone to a change after the next season than Beverly Hills is. I think Beverly Hills might need a change, but it's not really broken and the ratings are good. And I don't know. I just think we're going to get the same. I don't know. I don't know how much more we can watch of all of this because oh, and by the way, I love a flashback. Man, what a look. We got a lot of Lisa Rinna in this episode. We got Lisa Vanderpump. I clocked Adrienne Maloof, Kathy Hilton. Who else did we see in these flashbacks? I love a good flashback. Got a lot of Rinna. You know, the more